Hey everyone, welcome to CycleBull. On October the 6th, 2025, I posted this on Twitter. I said this is the only chart you need. Bitcoin top is close, don't be greedy, take profit. And I posted this chart showing the cycle top zone on October the 6th. Now that same day, the exact same day, Bitcoin peaked at $126,000, the all-time high. Not 2 days later, not a week later, the exact day I posted that tweet. Now, was I lucky? Maybe. But here's the thing, I wasn't guessing. I was following the cycle, the 4-year cycle that Bitcoin has followed since it existed. And it's not just Bitcoin, everything moves in cycles. And that's what this channel is all about. Once you start looking for cycles, you see them everywhere. Bitcoin, 4-year cycle. Bottoms in 2015, 2018, 2022, and it peaks roughly 2 years later. S&P 500, 4-year cycle, tied to presidential elections, economic expansion phases, etc. The dollar index, the Dixie, 3-year cycle. Fed tightening and easing like clockwork. What about gold? Gold has an 8-year cycle, twice as long as Bitcoin's, but just as predictable. These aren't coincidences. These are structural patterns driven by halvings, monetary policy, election cycles, inflation dynamics, etc. And if you understand the cycles, you can position yourself before the big moves happen. So here's what CycleBull is all about. I'm going to track the major cycles across multiple asset classes: Bitcoin, stocks, dollar, gold, commodities, all of it. We'll analyze where we are in each cycle, when the next major turning points should happen, and most importantly, how these cycles interact with each other. Because that's where the real edge is. When Bitcoin cycle low coincides with the dollar peak, or when gold and the S&P both hit major turning points at the same time, that's when the generational opportunities show up. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am obsessed with data, patterns, and figuring out how markets actually work. And I'm going to document the whole thing right here in real time. All right, so where are we right now across the major cycles? Bitcoin, we just came off the cycle top in October 2025, and we are now entering the cooling off phase. Based on historical patterns, the next cycle low should be formed around August, September 2026, about 9 months from now. That's the accumulation window. Gold, we are in the early to mid phase of an 8-year cycle, exactly in the middle. Last major low was 2015-2016, when we bottomed again in 2022 and 2023. We're in a multi-year accumulation phase of gold. I believe the price of gold will go much, much higher. See how they all lined up? Potential dollar weakness, S&P correction, Bitcoin cycle low, gold in accumulation. That right there is a setup. That's what we're tracking. So if you're interested in cycles, in multi-asset analysis, in understanding how markets actually work instead of just guessing, this channel is for you. There's a lot of interesting stuff coming. Deep dives on each asset, historical case studies, real-time cycle tracking, all of it. If you want to follow along, hit subscribe. Hit the bell button so you don't miss the weekly updates. And drop a comment. Tell me what you think. What cycles are you watching? What have you noticed? Let's figure this out together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.